Hey, what's up everyone? Paul here from dropshippingtitans.com, and in this video, I'm going to cover 9 reasons why I think everyone at some point should be hiring a virtual assistant to help them with their eBay or Amazon business. So if you're not familiar with what a virtual assistant or VA is, these are individuals that you hire, and they usually live in other countries like the Philippines, where the cost of living is much lower. So you can pay them, between $2 and $4 an hour. That's a livable wage for them, but it's also a bargain for you. So it's really a win-win situation. So I want to kind of cover 9 reasons why you might want to hire one to help you. Before I do that, I do want to let you know that this video is being sponsored by onlinejobs.ph, which is where I hire all my virtual assistants from, and we'll go more into why that is in a few moments. So the first reason why you might want to hire a virtual assistant is because they're going to do tasks for you that you don't like to do. So let's get real. There are some things in our businesses on eBay or Amazon that we just don't like to do. So for me, I hate fulfilling orders. So when I got sick of doing it, I hired a virtual assistant and had him do it. And that allowed me to focus more time on the tasks that I did like doing, like listing items, for instance. That was a big game changer for me because I went from starting to feel like I was hating my business to loving it again. And that really can make a big difference to your sales as well, because when you like what you do, it really makes an impact on the way that you run your business and how well your sales are on any platform. So that's the number one reason for me why I started hiring virtual assistants, so that they could do stuff that I didn't want to do. But there were a ton of other benefits that came with it. So the second reason you might want to hire VAs is because it allows your store to grow. If you are spending all your time doing these routine, repetitive tasks over and over and over again, like fulfilling orders, you're spending less time growing your business. Think about it. If you hire a virtual assistant on a full-time basis, and you don't have to do it full-time right away, you could hire a VA part-time, but let's say you're hiring one full-time, you've just doubled the number of hours that are being put into your store in the matter of the hour it takes you to hire a virtual assistant. That's it. You've just doubled the amount of work going into your store. And that makes a huge difference, especially when they're doing the kind of everyday tasks that don't move the needle forward, don't grow your business, and allows you to focus more on growing your business. So that's the second reason why hiring a virtual assistant is a really, really powerful move to make. The third reason is because it allows you to take a step back, right? There are times when we don't want to work on our business so much, or we're going to go on vacation, and having virtual assistants who can run your store while you've kind of taken a step back, that is a pretty amazing feeling. So my virtual assistants have run my stores for me while I was on vacation before. And the reason I'm sitting in my car right now is because we recently had a hurricane kind of breeze past Florida, where I live, South Florida. It was supposed to hit us. It didn't quite hit us, but we have all the storm shutters on the windows. I've been running around like a lunatic the past few days, getting water, getting food, getting supplies in anticipation of this Category 5 hurricane that, thank goodness, didn't hit us, but was supposed to hit us. So while I was running around, I wasn't focused on my business, right? I was more focused on my own safety and the safety of my family as well. But it was great that my virtual assistants knew what to do. They're really well trained, and they were able to run my stores without me even being present there with them. So there's still storm shutters up on my windows, so inside my house is really dark. So that's why I'm in the car, where the light's a lot better right here. So that's kind of the third reason, is because it allows you to take a step back, either because you want to enjoy parts of your life and not focus so much on running your business, or because you have more important things to take care of, like maybe hurricanes coming. So the fourth reason why you should hire a virtual assistant is because they have a ton of experience. So this isn't like you're hiring someone off the street and training them from the ground up. These virtual assistants, a lot of them have college degrees, they're highly educated, and a lot of them have worked on eBay and Amazon stores for years now. So during the interview process, you can ask them about their experience. Make sure they have experience doing the tasks that you want them to do. That way they can come in and just hit the ground running and start helping you right away. So that brings me to the next reason why you should consider hiring a virtual assistant is because you can learn from them. I've learned a ton from my virtual assistants. So like I said, they have experience. They've done this before. And during the training process, when I've been training virtual assistants, I've had some of them ask me, well, why do you do it this way when this way is easier? And I look at them, or I look at the message and I say, you know what? You're right. That way is easier. I'm really glad you told me about that. Or they tell me about different opportunities, right? They might say, well, why don't you start drop shipping from this website and yada, yada, yada. And all that information, the more you know, it really does help you. And if you allow them to kind of give you that feedback and give you those recommendations, you can learn a lot from them that can really help your business out a lot. So that's the next reason why I think everyone at some point should hire a virtual assistant. The sixth reason why I think everyone should consider hiring a virtual assistant is because it will be so empowering for you. Once you hire someone, you are now a boss. Literally, you're a boss. And that comes with, maybe it's a little bit of ego in there, but it feels really good to have a team behind you, a team that you hired, that you trained, that work for you. It really helps you feel really more confident about yourself and about your business as well, especially when those virtual assistants are invested in the way that you run your business, in your businesses as well. Because look, the more money that you make, the more sustainable that your stores are, the more money they're going to make and the longer they are going to have a job, which they want. So when you build a team like that, it feels really, really good. So the next reason why I think you should be hiring virtual assistants is because you can find virtual assistants who are very loyal to you. Like I said, they want you to succeed because if you succeed, you continue to pay them money. And that's what they want to see. Now, another reason you would want to hire virtual assistants is because if you hire the right virtual assistants, if you go through the right vetting process, if you train them, bring them in gradually, you can trust them. And I know this is hard for a lot of people where they don't think they can trust these people who live in the Philippines. Like, you've never met them. How can you trust them with your eBay password, for instance? Well, the first thing you got to know is you don't always have to give them every password right off the bat. There's ways to have them work on your accounts in your stores without giving them full access to everything. But at some point, just like with any employee that you hire, the more you work with them, the longer they work for you, the more you begin to trust each other. And there will come a time where you'll probably feel comfortable giving them your password to your eBay account, for instance. I've done that personally, and it's been such a game changer because they can now take care of more of my business for me without me having to kind of find these ways around having them help me. So if you find the right ones, you can trust the virtual assistants. The next reason why I think that everyone at some point should consider hiring virtual assistants is because they can replace you. And that's a good thing. Replace you in a good way. A lot of people fear that if they hire virtual assistants, the virtual assistants are just going to steal all their ideas and start their own businesses. And I have feared that before. Hypothetically, that is possible, but it's never happened to me. And I've hired and trained and gone through many virtual assistants. I have many friends who have done that as well. I've never heard of it happening. And I think the reason for that is because some people want to own their own businesses like you and I do, and others want to work for other people. And that's where their strengths lie, and that's what they feel more comfortable doing. So they're not going to start their own businesses. And you know what? I say if they do start their own business, good for them, right? It's never going to be an exact copycat of what I do. So I'm just happy for them that they are going out there and, making a difference in their life. But like I was saying, they can replace you in your own company. So this month, I've been super focused on hiring a team of virtual assistants to do that for me. And I've kind of shaken things up. I've told my virtual assistants who have worked for me, look, things are going to change around here. I'm no longer going to be the bottleneck. The way I had it set up in the past, every problem that existed had to come back to me. And I don't want that anymore. I've hired one VA who's kind of the supervisor, and she takes care of everything. She's replacing me. She's going to be able to have discretion to answer questions without having to come to me. And all the other virtual assistants have to answer to her. And some of the virtual assistants weren't comfortable with that, so they left. Or they weren't comfortable with the new rules I set, so they're gone. But I've hired new ones that have been very experienced. So I didn't have to start from the ground up, and they're all working together now as a team, and I'm less and less involved in my business so that when I have a hurricane, like I did recently, I can take a step back and know that things are going to be taken care of. And the final point I want to make here is that hiring a virtual assistant is the biggest win-win. Like I alluded to in the beginning, if you're hiring a virtual assistant for $2 to $4 an hour, then that allows you to be able to hire multiple people to run your business for the cost of one person here in the United States. Now, this is where Online Jobs comes in, the website I was telling you about before, which I will have links to down below. OnlineJobs.ph is one of the best websites I found out there. Actually, it is the best website I found out there for hiring virtual assistants that fit all the criteria I kind of went through, experience, loyalty, being able to trust them, and just having ones that are team players and want to help you out. And they tend to have much lower prices than other websites because of the way that they are set up. So with other websites, when you hire a virtual assistant through them, they are going to charge you a fee every time you pay your virtual assistant. And it adds up, it ends up costing you and your virtual assistant a lot of money. When you hire through Online Jobs, they don't take a fee after you hire them. So you pay the virtual assistant directly. The cost ends up being much, much lower. You end up saving a lot of money. All your money goes directly to the virtual assistant, which I think is the right way to do it. The virtual assistants I hire through Online Jobs have just been the best I've found anywhere. They are highly experienced. They are highly trained. I don't have to do much training to onboard them at all. Every virtual assistant I've hired has been absolutely fantastic, which is why I've always highly recommended them, even well before Online Jobs has ever reached out to me about making, or sponsoring a video like this. So if you guys are looking to hire virtual assistants, they're really the only website that I recommend at this time for all the reasons that I just mentioned. So guys, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, feel free to give the video a thumbs up or check out that link down below to Online Jobs to see more about how you can hire and train your own virtual assistants to help you run your online businesses. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips about eBay and Amazon dropshipping, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.